Alright, so we're going to continue sorting relationships in problem 18, and we're going to try to find some relationships that are equivalent. So in problem 1, we know we have a quadratic because we have the x squared. In problem 2, it's linear because we don't have an x squared and x is not a variable. In 3, we know we have an exponential relationship because of the x as the exponent. 4 is the first kind of tricky one. If you multiply that 2 out, you're still going to end up with x to the first power, so that would make it linear. For number 5, x times x is x squared, so that's quadratic. For number 6, with the x as a variable, with x as an exponent, is going to be exponential. For number 7, is exponential for the same reason 6 is. 8 is going to be quadratic because x times x is x squared. And same thing for number 9. So then you're asked to find some equations that are equivalent. And you're told that equations 1, 2, and 3 will match other equations. Well, let's start with the exponential one because that's probably going to be the easiest because I only have 2 other choices. Or the linear, I mean, geez, there's only one other linear equation, so obviously this matches number 4. So then for exponential, we know when you have a negative exponent, that's like saying 4 to the negative first. And we know from our rules of exponents, when you have a to the negative x power, it's going to be equal to 1 over x to the, or a to the x power. So 4 to the negative first is going to equal 1/4. And we're still going to have that x. So, oh, that's equal to 1/4 as well. So 3 must match 6. Excuse me. I'm trying to hold back a sneeze. So for number 1, to factor this, I'd have to factor out the greatest common monomial, which is x. So we would get x on the outside and x squared divided by x is x plus 8. So there we go. All right. So we've matched them successfully. When it comes to the important points, we're talking about slope, y-intercept, growth factor, and really the x-intercepts for most part in these. So in question number 1, equation number 1, my x-intercepts are going to be 0 and -8. In number 2, my slope is 2, my y-intercept is going to be 0. In problem 3, I'm going to clear this. Problem 3, we established that problem 3 is the same as problem 6. So my slope, my y-intercept is 0.25, and my growth factor is the 4 here. And since 4 and 5 match equations over here, we don't have to talk about those. In problem 7, I have a growth factor of 0.25, and actually that's a decay factor. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'll do it for you. Give me a second, Campbell. And 18, we'd have to multiply it out. So you get x squared plus 3x plus 17. Well, 17, I'd be hard-pressed to get an x-intercept on that, because 17 is prime. So this one, number 8, as it is, you're not going to give any detail. And then in problem 9, I'll have x-intercepts of -1 and -17.